Alright, I was having a little bit of fun with that one. I love playing over the blues, exploring these ideas. So first thing, there's a link below in the video to take you to my website, musiclearning.com, and to a page. It's all free. It's going to have the examples to go along with this video. So you'll have chord graphs and stuff. So this time, in the last two videos I did, we explored minor pentatonic and we explored the A blues scale, playing over an A blues. This time we're exploring dominant 7th arpeggios and the corresponding scales, which are called mixolydian. So basically what's happening, over this one chord in this A blues, it's A7 is the chord. So we're playing an A7 arpeggio. Let's take a look at that arpeggio really quick to begin with. So we're going to go, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see this better. So we're on the 9th fret for this arpeggio. We're going to go 9 to 12, it's giving us C sharp to an E. Then we're going to go 10 to 12 on the 5th string. I'm using finger 2 to 4. That's going to give us a G and an A. That's actually the 4 notes. But let's do the whole thing. We're going to do the 11th fret on the 4th string for a C sharp, the 9th fret and the 12th fret on the 3rd string to give us an E and a G, then the 10th fret on the 2nd string, and then 9 and 12 again on that 1st string. So again, just from string 6, 9 to 12, string 5, 10 to 12, string 4, just the 11, string 3, 9 to 12, string 2, just the 10, string 1, 9 to 12 again. That's why you might want to go back to those graphs so you can see it easier on the when you're figuring this out. So basically, these are the notes of an A7 chord. An A7 chord is built A, C sharp, E, and a G, and that's what we're playing. A, C sharp, E, G, A, C sharp, E. We just happen to start on a C sharp because I like this form. Now, the trick with this is we're playing the chord. When it switches to the 4 chord, which is a D7, we're going to take the exact same box, but we're going to play it in 2nd position. So it's going to look exactly the same. So the more you practice it in 9th, actually the easier it will be when you move it to D7. But this one will go 6th string, 2 to 5 for an F sharp to an A, 5th string, 3 to 5. Then on the 4th string, just the 4th fret. 3rd string, 2 to 5. 2nd string, just the 3rd fret. 1st string, 2 to 5 again. And that gives us the notes of a D7 chord, which are D, F sharp, A, and C for D7. And then over the 5 chord, I'm going to move that up a whole step to give us an E7. But exactly the same box again. This time we're going 4 to 7, 5 to 7, 6, 4 to 7, 5, 4 to 7. Again, though, if you just practice it in 9th for that A7 and get really comfortable with it, it'll be much easier to move it to the D7 and the E7. Yeah, and then, so on top of that, A7 is really the 5 chord belonging to the key of D. So when we hear this A7 over a 12-bar blues as the 1 chord, we can actually play in the key of D. But we want to keep the arpeggio in mind because those are the chord tones. Those are the notes that are going to belong to that chord that is going to play. So they're going to sound a little more inside. But the other notes from the scale, so in this case a D scale, and I'm going to save this for another lesson, but that A7 arpeggio is part of a D scale that's in this same position. So just to explore it a little tiny bit so we get an idea what we're talking about. We said on the 1st string we had a C sharp and an E on the 9th and the 12th fret. Well, from the D scale there is a D on the 10th fret. So these two would be chord tones, and this would be what's called a tension. So let me just put the blues on here for a second, and I'm going to explore just the first 4 bars. Chord tones, tension. So, with that in mind, a big part of soloing and improvising is exploring sounds that are inside or very pleasing to the ears, and then notes that are more tense, that want to resolve to chord tones. Anyway, so we'll explore that further as far as the Mixolydian scales are concerned. But basically, this case, it's playing in the key of D over that A7 chord. But for now, have fun with the arpeggios. Try to get those under your fingertips and get where you can move them around the fretboard. And then, yeah, next up we'll probably explore Mixolydian, or I may explore that in a different series too. We'll see, or on the page. But anyway, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching. I guess that's it. Yeah.